three universal weight loss truths that work for men and women, whether you're in this country, UK, America, China, Timbuktu, it doesn't really matter where you are. I found that these three universal weight loss truths work incredibly well, and they get cut through all of the noise that's out there. Because let's be honest, we live in a time now where we've got access to more information about weight loss in terms of diet and exercise, psychology, more access to gymnasiums, more access to online workouts, more access to pretty much everything to do with weight loss. Yet still, we see the obesity epidemic increasing. So what the heck is going on? I think one of the reasons for it is people are just confused. We're trying to do too many things at once. We just need some simple stuff to clarify the whole process so we can actually get cut through, get progress, and get to where we want to get to. And that's what I want to share with you today with these three universal weight loss truths. Now, before I dive into what those three things are, I just want to say, look, you may be sat there thinking right now, Eric, I'm not even sure I'm ready to start my weight loss journey. If that's the case, then I've put together a free Boost weight loss assessment. You can click on the link in the description, and it's simply 5 questions to answer, take you about 3 minutes, and it'll give you a report and tell you exactly where you are in terms of your weight loss journey, state of readiness, whether you are emerging, so there's a little green shoot of hope, whether you are growing, you've got some more confidence, or whether or not you're advanced and you're actually ready right now to take that first step in terms of your weight loss journey. So that's something you can do at the end of this little video today. Let's get back to what these three universal weight loss truths are then. Things that I've been using now for well over a decade with men and women, and they've been incredibly successful. I've used them for myself as well. So this is my truth, as it were. So what's number one? Number one is you need desire attached to a specific goal, and you need a very high level of desire to achieve that goal. Take, for example, a client of mine I work with. Her name's Gaynor. When Gaynor first came across me, she came to a talk that I was giving. She was one of a number of people in the audience, and she listened to the talk. She was enthusiastic. She wanted to do something but didn't act upon it. And it wasn't until several years later that she came back to me, and this time she had the right level of desire and the goal of losing 70 pounds. Now, what had changed? Well, what had changed was her desire, because when she came to me initially, her external situation was one where she was running a business, she was had a family to look after, a social life, lots of just life activities going on. But interestingly enough, when she eventually started working with me, and this is really interesting, I think, she was still running a business, employing over 50 staff, but now she was in a position where she was trying to sell a business as well. Her parents, unfortunately, had taken ill, so she was looking after ill parents, and she was supporting her daughters in terms of emotional support that we all do for our children from time to time. So her life situation had actually become more busy, more challenging when she came back to me the second time, which just goes to show there's never a good time to lose weight. But the thing that got her through that and that enabled her to lose not 70 pounds, but actually 85 pounds was having the right level of desire and a specific goal to achieve. She had that and she achieved her goal, which was, fantastic for her, and I was really pleased for her. So that's number one of the truths. Number two is the correct use of willpower. Now, when I say that to people, they often automatically think, Eric's going to say I need to use my willpower to focus on my diet and my exercise. And that's completely not true. That would be like me saying to you, getting in your car and focusing on where your hands are on the steering wheel, focusing on changing the gears and looking down at your feet every time you accelerate or change gears using the clutch. What's going to happen? You're going to end up having an accident. And what people tend to do with weight loss is they use their willpower to focus on diet and exercise, and they end up having an accident, which is often self-sabotage. So how should you use willpower? Well, my truth is you should be using willpower to focus on your goal, where you want to get to. In the same way that when you're driving your car, you're focused on the road, not the other activities. How many times have you been in your car, got to a location, gone over several roundabouts, gone through traffic lights, taken lefts and rights, and arrived there safely without even remembering what the journey was? Why have you done that? How have you done that? Because it's become really familiar. And when we set up a diet plan and exercise plan that you do regularly, that becomes familiar, which means you can use your willpower to focus on your goal. And when you do that, you're going to focus on something you want, you're going to feel good, and because you're feeling good, you're going to want to do the other things like the diet and the exercise. So that's truth number two, the correct use of willpower, using it to focus on your goal, not using it to focus on diet and exercise. And truth number three is you need a plan stroke a map Imagine if I dropped you off in the middle of a Congo jungle now, you and another person, and I said to you, right, off you go, find your way home, and off you go. You could be working like an absolutely crazy person, but you're going nowhere fast. You're traveling in the wrong direction. That's the equivalent of spinning your wheels and going nowhere fast. You run out of energy and you lose enthusiasm and you give up and you die, basically. Whereas the other person, I give them a map stroke a plan as to how to get to where they want to get to. Now, this map stroke plan is a very basic thing. It's just like, hey, just start by drinking some water, walk a little bit, maybe look at your breakfast, and then maybe the next week look at your lunch, and take these small incremental steps. And if you do that, eventually you're going to find your way home. It's the same with weight loss. If you've got a plan stroke your map, you are going to take small little incremental steps, and before you know it, just like Gainer, you're going to find that you find your way home. You end up achieving your weight loss goal. So those are my 3 weight loss truths. And again, if you're not sure about where you are in terms of the weight loss journey, click on the link in the description, take the Boost Weight Loss Assessment. It will tell you exactly where you are, plus it will give you some other additional bonuses as well. Until next time, take very good care, and bye for now.